Hi everyone, my name is Yade Garcia and this is Guide to Freight. In this series, I'll be sharing the secrets to maximizing your earnings with box trucks. The series serves as a supplement to the other series on our channel, The Ultimate Guide to Freight Dispatching, which is available for free. If you need further assistance or clarification, I recommend watching that series first. Now, a special offer from our partner. So a big shout out to Gulf Coast Bank, offering all of our viewers 2% factoring or less with no upfront costs and no long-term contracts. Signing up is easy. Just open our link tree found in the description of this video or follow the link on our homepage. So this series is divided into 3 parts. In part 1, we will be identifying your ideal box truck business and saving money. So I'll provide you with tips to help box truck owners save as much money as possible and help you identify the best types of box truck businesses for your goals. In part 2, box truck equipment and market operations, I'll do a complete breakdown of box truck equipment and go over how the box truck market operates over the road. And in part 3, earning up to $10,000 per week with box trucks, I'll provide you with the secrets helping my clients earn up to $10,000 per box truck weekly, a basic load board search tutorial, and insights into the best and worst markets for box trucks. So let's start off with common mistakes and startup costs in the box truck business. When starting a box truck business, many owner-operators make costly mistakes. Here are the 3 most common ones. Number 1, underestimating startup costs. So many new owners don't account for the high upfront expenses, leading to financial struggles early on. Number 2, not knowing the market or industry. A lack of knowledge about freight trends, competition, and regulations can result in poor business decisions. And number 3, purchasing the wrong equipment. Investing in the wrong type of box truck or missing key specifications can limit your ability to secure profitable loads. So this entire series, along with the ultimate guide to freight dispatching, will provide you with the knowledge you need to avoid these pitfalls, potentially saving you hundreds of dollars on mentorship fees. However, if you ever need additional guidance, booking consultation with me or another professional is always a good investment. Starting a box truck business requires substantial financial preparation. Here's a breakdown of the key costs you should expect. Box truck insurance. Insurance is expensive the first year. If you operate across state lines or with an MC number, it'll get even more costly. So estimated costs are a down payment of up to $2,500 and monthly premiums of up to $2,000, which varies by state and MC age. Number 2, cash flow and delayed income. It takes time to secure steady work. Even if you're pursuing a contract, it can take up to 8 weeks to finalize. You must have a financial cushion to cover insurance payments, authority fees, and operating expenses. If you miss an insurance payment, your MC aging could stop or reset, delaying your eligibility for better paying loads. So number 3, hidden costs, hotels, and payment processing. So getting paid as a box truck driver costs money because most payments go through a factoring company. Typical factoring fees require a deposit of $500 for box trucks and a fee per invoice of 4 to 5%. So at an annual cost of 4%, it would be around $12,000 based on the average $25,000 monthly revenue. With our exclusive deal with Gulf Coast Bank, you would be saving up to $6,000 per year, and you can sign up using the link in the bio or video description. Hotel stays and fuel cards. While we're not partnered with any hotel credit card, we highly recommend them for box truck drivers. Popular hotel credit cards are Amex Hotel Rewards and Choice Hotels. These cards provide affordable hotel stays in every major city and allow you to earn free stays when you fill gas, eat, or book another hotel stay. If hotel credit cards aren't for you, we've partnered with A to B to offer a fuel card that reimburses you at the pump for each fuel purchase. So you can sign up using the link tree in the description. Finally, dispatching fees. Companies that dispatch specialty vehicles like box trucks charge higher rates. Why? Well, fewer dispatchers specialize in box trucks compared to full truckload freight. So box trucks require a greater time investment to dispatch. Expected fees are typically 7 to 12% per invoice. There's a common misunderstanding that every city in the US has well-paying loads or a high volume of available contracts, and this couldn't be further from the truth. So market example 1, Montana. The entire state of Montana has at most 10 box truck loads available on the load board at any given time. And so market example number 2 would be Florida. In Florida, it's common to see dry loads paying just 60 cents to 80 cents per mile, significantly lower than the average rate. And what this means for you is if you live in a state with low freight volume or low paying rates, a local box truck business may not be the best choice. So there may be other opportunities for box truck work in these areas, but you must have a game plan before purchasing a truck. Understanding the freight market in your area will prevent bad investments and wasted time. Are you interested in earning extra money by using your truck as advertisement space? Well, let me tell you about our partners, Agile Media Group. Agile Media Group is an advertising agency that uses the sides of your truck to promote businesses like T-Mobile, ShipBob, and Mountain Dew energy drinks. They're always looking for new trucking partners to join their advertising campaigns. If you're interested in getting more information, click the link tree in the bio and select the Earn Money by Advertising option to get started. The most important aspect of running a successful box truck business is having the right equipment, which entirely depends on the type of work you plan to do. It's important to choose the right box truck size and type. So if you plan to work for Amazon Relay, a 16-foot box truck is okay for Amazon work. However, this size would be a bad investment for over-the-road work. If you plan on securing a final mile contract, buying a refrigerated box truck would likely be a waste of money since most of these contracts require dry trucks. And finally, over-the-road standard. The industry standard for over-the-road box trucks is 26 feet. Anything smaller than 26 feet will make it extremely difficult to find work, setting you up for failure. So the three most popular types of work for box truck businesses are Amazon Relay, final mile delivery, and over-the-road loadboard work. While each type of work has its pros and cons, the series will primarily focus on over-the-road work as it offers the highest earning potential. It's important to note that your maximum earning potential is directly tied to the type of work you choose. Each option has different work styles, benefits, and challenges. Amazon Relay allows trucking companies to book Amazon loads through their free Loadboard or through contract work. Many box truck operators using Amazon Relay focus on local and semi-local loads from Amazon warehouses. Some of the pros of Amazon Relay are it's most profitable for local work. If you're in a strong market, you can earn well from consistently short haul loads. You can maximize daily profits. So since Amazon operates on tight delivery windows, it's easier to complete multiple loads per day. You can also get access to contract load boards. So after completing a set number of loads, Amazon may provide contracted freight, allowing for consistent income. And finally, truck flexibility. So it accepts 16 feet or 26 feet box trucks with an option for reefer box trucks. Now the cons of Amazon Relay are they have an MC age requirement. So your MC must be at least 6 months old before Amazon allows you to haul loads. They also have strict insurance requirements, so you'll need high coverage, which can be expensive. This includes general liability aggregate at $2 million, auto liability at $1 million, cargo at $1 million, and general liability at $1 million. Amazon also has market uncertainty, so you won't know how much work is available in your area until you apply, which means adjusting your insurance policy without a guarantee of staying with Amazon. They also have difficult customer service. Amazon is known for being hard to contact, and some carriers have had their access revoked without warning. Final mile delivery, also known as white glove delivery or last mile delivery, involves contracted deliveries from business to consumer. This often includes large items like furniture, appliances, and home goods. Many contracts require two-person teams and in some cases, installation services. A few of the pros of final mile delivery include no MC age requirement, so most companies only require a DOT number to start. They have guaranteed weekly pay, usually between $3,500 to $4,500 per week. They have potential for tips, so since you're delivering directly to customers, you may receive additional tips. They have local work, meaning you'll be home every night, so making this a good option for those who don't want over-the-road work. They can also be really good if you live in a low freight market, so if your area lacks opportunities like OTR and Amazon Relay, final mile can be a good alternative. Scalability. If successful, you can hire multiple teams and expand your operation. A few of the cons of final mile delivery are higher insurance costs. So some contracts require higher insurance coverage, increasing your monthly expenses. You'll also need an assistant. So since most deliveries require teams of 2 people, you'll need to hire and pay someone from your earnings. It can be very labor intensive. This type of work is physically demanding with long hours and heavy lifting. It also may require additional equipment, so you may need to purchase dollies, straps, blankets, and installation tools. And finally, a lot of these companies have language requirements, so some contracts require drivers and assistants to speak fluent English. So Loadboard Work allows you to book individual loads from freight brokers, giving you complete control over your schedule. This type of work pays per mile and can be done locally or over the road. but over-the-road typically earns the highest income. So this series will focus on over-the-road loadboard work as it offers the greatest earning potential. To fully understand the ins and outs of dispatching, check out our other series, The Ultimate Guide to Freight Dispatch. Pros of loadboard work: immediate work availability, so you can start finding work as soon as your MC or DOT goes active. You can also have a flexible schedule, so work as little or as much as you want. You have the highest earning potential, so this type of work generally offers the most money, and it has lower insurance requirements. Most brokers only require 2 standard insurance policies. A few of the cons of loadboard work are limited broker access at first. So many brokers require 3 months of MC authority before working with you, making it difficult to find loads in the beginning. Market instability. Freight rates fluctuate due to market conditions and supply and demand, which can affect your income. And finally, limited local opportunities. Local loads are rare, and long load-unload times make it hard to make money without going over the road. So each type of box truck work has its own pros and cons, and your earnings will depend on the work you choose. If you're looking for stability and local work, final mile delivery may be the best choice. If you want flexible local loads, Amazon Relay could work if your market supports it. And if you want to maximize your income and scale your business, over-the-road loadboard work is the best option. It requires patience in the early months. In this series, we'll focus on over-the-road loadboard work, covering everything from finding loads to maximizing your profits. The way I was able to maximize earning for box trucks was by using the loadboard option and truly understanding the freight market. In this series, I'll be sharing everything I've learned so you can do the same. If you prefer local work, this series may not be the best fit for you. However, you won't lose anything by sticking around and watching these videos. You might even discover new opportunities you hadn't considered. DAT Freight has partnered with DAT Loadboard to give all of our viewers 10% off their loadboard subscription for a year. With this deal, you can see annual savings of up to $474. If you're interested in signing up, you can do so by clicking on the link tree in our channel bio. In this section, I'll cover Box Truck 101, breaking down the essential equipment, certifications, and truck specifications that will help you maximize earnings. Understanding these details will also give you a deeper insight into how the box truck market operates for over-the-road work. Before we dive in, let's briefly recap the 2 types of registration numbers every box truck business should know. Number 1, DOT number. So this is assigned by the FMCSA and is required for all commercial hauling. It allows you to legally haul freight within state lines. So if you have a DOT number and live in Texas, you can only operate within Texas. And number 2, MC number. Also assigned by the FMCSA, but allows you to haul loads across state lines. It is required for over-the-road work. So example, if you want to transport a load from Dallas, Texas to Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, you would need an MC number. One of the most common questions is, do I need a commercial driver's license or CDL to drive a box truck? And the answer is no, mostly. So you don't need a CDL to drive a box truck as long as the GVWR, or the gross vehicle weight rating, is less than 26,000 pounds. The combined weight of the vehicle and cargo doesn't exceed those 26,000 pounds. So you will need it if the GVWR exceeds 26,000 pounds or if the combined weight, truck and cargo, exceeds 26,000 pounds. There are 2 main types of box trucks. So number 1, refrigerated or reefer, which is equipped with a cooling system to transport perishable goods. And number 2, dry vans, so standard box trucks used for general freight. So they both come in varieties ranging from 16 feet to 26 feet. So for over the road, 26-foot box trucks are the standard, as 80 to 90% of loads require it. And for final mile and contract work, 24 to 26 foot is ideal, and 16 feet is accepted for most Amazon work. So a note for non-CDL operators, refrigerated units do add extra weight, which reduces cargo capacity. However, reefer loads often pay significantly more. It is essential to know your truck's measurements to avoid load rejections. So there are a few key measurements to track. So you'll need to know your door height, door width, and inside height of the door. Many loads require large interior dimensions or higher door clearance. So if your truck is too small, you may lose out on some opportunities. The 2 types of box truck doors are roll-up doors and swing doors. Roll-up doors are the most common on box trucks, and swing doors are mostly common on 53-foot trailers. And there are 2 types of trailer interior: plated trailers and wood trailers. So plated trailers are also referred to as food grade, and they're resistant to bacteria and mold, easy to clean, making them suitable for perishables. And wood trailers, which are mostly non-food grade, absorb moisture and can promote bacterial growth, so they're not as suitable for perishables, but still used for dry goods. In my 6-hour dispatching course, I cover many industry certifications, but here are the 3 most common that can help you earn higher paying loads for box trucks. Number 1, the TSA certification. It allows drivers to access TSA controlled airport areas. Box trucks are highly in demand for airport loads due to their smaller size. Number 2, the TWIC card, the Transportation Worker Identification Credential. Primarily used for port access, but can often be used as an alternative to a TSA cert. And finally, hazmat cert, which allows drivers to haul hazardous materials like alcohol, paint thinners, and chemicals. So hazmat loads tend to pay higher rates. Guide to Freight has partnered with Tula to help you start your business. If you click on the link tree in our channel bio, you can book a free consultation with them, and they will help you determine the best business structure for your business. Now let's get back to the video. Since box truck shipments are less than loads, or LTL freight, they vary in size, weight, and handling needs. That's why having the right equipment is critical for securing loads and ensuring safe transport. Loads can be secured with E-tracks, which are metal tracks installed inside the trailer, either vertical or horizontal, with slots for ratchet straps. Straps, which are various lengths used to secure cargo, always keep extra on hand, or load bars, which are adjustable bars that prevent loads from shifting in transit. So about 40% of box truck loads require the driver to unload the cargo, which means brokers will often ask that you have a lift gate and a pallet jack. A lift gate is a small truck-mounted elevator that helps load and unload cargo, and a pallet jack is used for moving pallets in warehouses or trailers. Loads that require this equipment often pay more, and you can negotiate higher rates. While mostly used for Amazon loads, some brokers may require PPE gear or personal protective equipment for safety compliance. It's best to keep the following on hand: safety vests, hard hats, and seal-toe boots. By understanding box truck equipment, trailer specs, certifications, and necessary accessories, you'll be better prepared for over-the-road work and able to maximize your earnings. So it's no secret that box truck owners struggle to find loads, but that doesn't mean loads don't exist. The difficulty usually comes down to one of 3 factors: MC age, truck size, or location. With MC age, many brokers won't work with new authorities until they reach a minimum of 3 to 6 months. With truck size, most over-the-road loads require a 26-foot box truck. Anything smaller severely limits your opportunities. And with location, some states simply have fewer loads available, making it much harder to find consistent work. To find loads, you'll need access to a load board. Think of it as a marketplace for freight. So the only load board I've found useful for box trucks is the DAT load board. Box trucks operate differently from semi-trucks with 53-foot trailers because they don't run on lanes. So what are freight lanes? Lanes refer to frequent shipping routes between 2 cities that have a set average rate per mile, RPM. So an example of a freight lane may look like Phoenix, Arizona to Houston, Texas, Houston, Texas to Phoenix, Arizona. When a shipper calls a broker for a rate, the broker will analyze the lane's history to determine the base price. So unlike semi-trucks, box trucks don't typically move freight between large warehouses or distribution centers. Instead, box trucks handle smaller shipments for businesses and consumers, specialty freight that doesn't fit into a standard full truckload, and regional deliveries instead of repetitive high-volume lanes. Since box trucks operate more on demand, brokers don't price loads based on lanes. Instead, they use regional RPM rates, meaning the pickup city has little influence on the price, and load availability is more dependent on the state or metro area. Shippers use box trucks for a variety of reasons, including direct-to-consumer freight, so furniture, appliances, and large consumer goods, special event deliveries like concerts, trade shows, and festivals, expedited freight, urgent shipments that need quick transport, airline freight, cargo that needs to be moved to and from airports, and small machine delivery, so industrial machines that don't require a full semi-truck for transport. To succeed in box trucking, you must operate in strong freight markets. I've created a map to help you visualize the best and worst states for box truck loads. So states with the most box truck freight tend to be concentrated in the East Coast and Midwest, in their large metro areas like New York City, Chicago, and Houston. These areas have high freight volumes because of manufacturers, farms, distribution centers, ports, and processing facilities. Worst markets would be rural states. So states with the least amount of box truck loads include Nebraska, South Dakota, and North Dakota. So if you live in these states and want to stay local, purchasing a box truck for loadboard work may not be a wise investment. freight will be harder to find and less consistent. The freight market shifts throughout the year due to seasonal demand. A few examples would be 1, holiday season, so peak rates. During the holiday shopping rush, retailers need to keep shelves stocked. So the spike in demand creates a surge in freight prices. Number 2, agricultural seasons. So certain fruits and vegetables pay higher rates when in season. If you build strong broker relationships, you can secure well-paid loads for months at a time. So knowing when and where seasonal freight is strongest can help you plan routes strategically. Number 3, major economic events, so the pandemic, recession, etc. So global events like COVID-19 and 2020 caused overinflated prices due to high demand for essential goods. Market corrections occurred once the demand stabilized. In the next section, I'll break down the exact methods I use to help box truck owners earn up to $10,000 per week. If you're looking for an ELD and you're suffering through decision paralysis, we've got you. First ELD is our chosen partner, and their ELD is not only contractless, but easily integrates with Highway, Project 44, Trucker Tools, and MacroPoint. If you're interested in getting more information, click the link tree in the bio and select the First ELD option to get started. So now that you understand the box truck industry and its intricacies, it's time to dive into what you really came for, maximizing your earnings. When I first started dispatching, I mistakenly assumed that box truck loads operated the same way as 53-foot van and reefer loads, and they don't. Because I didn't fully understand the box truck market, I wrongly assumed that there wasn't much opportunity in it. However, after working with a box truck client, I was forced to learn this market inside and out. Eventually, one box truck made me $840 in dispatching fees in a single week. For reference, that box truck owner made $12,000 in revenue that week at a 7% dispatching rate. The market has changed since, but the strategies I'll show you are timeless. So before you can succeed, you need to meet certain requirements and have the right expectations from the start. So if you want to maximize your earnings as an over-the-road box truck operator, you must have the proper setup. So truck type, 26-foot, refrigerated or dry box truck. I prefer reefer. And the following essential accessories: a working liftgate and a pallet jack. So 85% of box truck loads on load boards require a 26-foot box truck. Anything smaller will severely limit your ability to find work. Reefer trucks can haul both refrigerated and dry loads, giving you more options. Some reefer loads pay up to $5 per mile, and brokers are more willing to work with new carriers if they need reefer loads covered. The majority of well-paid loads require unloading by the driver. So since many box truck deliveries go from warehouses to businesses or directly to consumers, brokers expect drivers to handle unloading. Having a working liftgate and pallet jack will open up more high-paying opportunities. So it's easier to build relationships with brokers who have repeat reefer loads. So if you do a good job, brokers will call you directly for repeat work. To haul freight, you'll need an active MC number with BOC3 form submitted and active insurance with no lapses. So all brokers have different onboarding requirements, but most fall into one of the three categories: 3 months old, 6 months old, and 1 year old. So usually at 3 months, some brokers will start working with you. At 6 months, many brokers are now accepting your MC number, and at 1 year, you should have virtually no problem finding work. So it is important to note that if your insurance lapses, your MC will stop aging. So this will make it harder to get approved by brokers. Some brokers may also require a truck inspection on file before onboarding. The easiest way to get an inspection is by requesting a voluntary inspection at a weigh station. If you want access to higher paying loads, I highly recommend getting the TSA certification. It allows you to haul airport freight, which is usually well paid. These loads may not be available daily, but they are great to have access to when they pop up. So some brokers will accept a TWIC card in place of the TSA certification. Box trucks don't run on traditional freight lanes. Instead, they operate in zones. So it's important to understand the box truck freight zones. So if you're on the West Coast, most loads will stay on the West Coast. And if you're in the Midwest or East Coast, your loads will primarily move within those regions. So I kind of created a detailed market map showing the best states for box truck operations and the worst states with limited load availability. I personally try to stick to the Midwest and East Coast areas. So these areas tend to have the highest load volumes. So these large metro areas like Chicago, Houston, NYC have the most freight due to high concentration of manufacturers, DCs and ports, and processing facilities and farms. So again, worst regions for box trucks would be rural states like Nebraska, South Dakota, and North Dakota, which have fewer loads. So if you're in one of these red states, you'll want to stay local, and a box truck may not be a good investment. So if you own a reefer box truck, you'll want to pay attention to seasonal food trends. So certain fruits and vegetables may pay higher rates when they are in season. If you build relationships with brokers handling produce, you can secure steady, high-paying loads for months and avoid slow periods by moving to where demand is strongest. So a strategy here would be learning which states export seasonal goods and planning your routes accordingly. If you're looking for a fuel card, look no further than our partner, A2B. With A2B, you can see average savings of 46 cents and up to $1.85 per gallon. That's not their only perk. A2B's high security provisions help prevent fraud, and their fuel cards report to credit agencies that help you build business credit. If you're ready to sign up, or if you need more information, click on the link tree in the bio and select the A2B fuel card option. So one of the best kept secrets to maximizing weekly revenue is booking partial loads. So this is how I've helped clients earn up to $13,000 per week with a 26-foot box truck. The more weight your truck can hold, the better your opportunities for partials. So partial loads sometimes pay close to full truckloads. Combining partial increases your rate per mile significantly. So for example, if you find two partial loads heading in the same direction, each paying $1.50 per mile, their combined rate would be $3 per mile. So there are two ways to book partial loads. Number one, booking multiple partial loads from the start. So with this method, you would start by booking two or more partial loads that fit in your truck. And it works best when you have a good understanding of freight movement and can coordinate effectively. And number two, booking a full load and a partial load, which is typically the most profitable. So first you would book a full box truck load, then add a partial load if there's enough space and weight capacity left. So you cannot add a partial if the full load is sealed off or dedicated. Here's an example of maximizing earnings. So you book a full truckload at $2 per mile with 6 feet of space remaining. You find a partial load at $1.50. The total mile for both loads is $7.50. So let's do a revenue breakdown. So with the full load, you would do $2 per mile at 750 miles, which would be $1,500. And with the partial loads, you would do it at $1.50 per mile at 750 miles, which would be $1,125, with a total revenue of $2,625 for one trip. So without the partial, you'd only make $1,500. So that's a difference of about $1,125. So if you could repeat this process for 4 loads during the week, your weekly earnings would be, with partials, $10,500 per week. Without partials, $6,000 per week. So that's an extra $4,500 per week just by adding partials strategically. So a few important considerations when booking partials. So while partial loads are a great way to increase revenues, there are a few things you need to keep in mind. So number one, you have to avoid dedicated loads if you want to take partials. So some shippers require dedicated loads, meaning you cannot add any other freight. If the trailer is sealed, tampering with the seal could void your payment. So to avoid this issue, you'll want to ask the broker up front if the load is dedicated. However, note, sometimes brokers won't disclose this until pickup. If the shipper unexpectedly seals your trailer, call the broker and negotiate a higher price increase for the inconvenience. So number two, partial loads may have different final destinations. So not all partial loads will deliver to the exact same location. So some may be 60 to 80 miles apart, some may be 200 miles apart. So how to make this work for you? So you can strategically choose partials that put you in a stronger freight market. So for example, if you have a full load that delivers to a rural town, you might take a partial load that moves you back to a metro area for the next load. And then number three, special rules for refrigerated or reefer loads. So refrigerated loads must be combined with similar temperature controlled freight. So always confirm temperature compatibility with the broker. So example of good and bad reefer load combinations. So good would be like fresh flowers and fresh corn, obviously in the same similar temperature range. But bad would be something like frozen fish and ice cream, because those strong odors can affect the ice cream taste or smell. So side note, mixing reefer loads with dry freight is risky because it can cause condensation damage to dry goods and spoilage issues if temperatures fluctuate. So if you want to increase your earnings significantly, mastering partials is a must. So adding partials can increase your rate per mile from $2 to $3.50 per mile. If done consistently, it can add up to $4,500 per week to your revenue. You'll need to always ask brokers if a load is dedicated before adding a partial. And for reefer trucks, only combine loads with compatible temperature and odor profiles. Guide to Freight has partnered with Gulf Coast Bank to provide all of our viewers with a factoring rate of 2% or less. Unlike traditional factoring companies, Gulf Coast is entirely self-funded, meaning that they are able to pass these savings along to their customers. If you're interested in signing up, you can do so by clicking the link tree in our channel bio. So, making big money in the box truck industry requires the right mindset. It's not just about getting loads, it's about understanding how the market works, being patient, and staying flexible with your schedule. Here's a few important things you may need to know to set yourself up for success. So, you might not be home every weekend. So, because of the way box truck loads are structured, you won't always find routes back home when you want to. Many drivers make the mistake of deadheading home or driving empty miles back just to be home by a specific date, only to complain about not making enough money that week. So a better approach would be to stay flexible with your schedule to maximize earnings and avoid setting strict return timelines. So this will limit your load options. And if you have important dates, you might not travel too far that week, as it may be difficult to find loads home. So if you want to make the most money possible, expect that some weeks you won't make it home by Friday or Saturday or Sunday. So booking loads takes practice. If you think you'll be booking loads at 8 a.m. every Monday, you might be setting yourself up for disappointment. So box truck loads appear sporadically throughout the day, not at fixed times. Some days you may wait 1 to 2 hours before a good paying load pops up. So morning booking times 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. are ideal, but loads can still appear later in the day. So if you haven't booked a load by 12 p.m., keep your load board open until at least 5 p.m. Some loads will still pop up later in that day. So the best days to book freight for box truck in my experience are Thursday and Friday, as they are ideal for outbound freight. So many high-paying loads deliver Monday, meaning they pay better for weekend transit. For dry loads, you can pick up on Thursday or Friday and still leave the next day. So while it's uncommon for loads to be posted on weekends, sometimes they are available. So keep your load board open just in case. Don't fear deadhead miles. So deadhead miles are the empty miles between a delivery and the next pickup location. Many new drivers fear deadhead miles and refuse to take any loads that require deadheading. However, this mindset will cost you money in the long run. So why deadhead is normal in box trucking? Well, box trucks don't operate on structured lanes like semi-trucks, so you will often need to drive empty to reach your next well-paid load. So 50 to 80 miles of deadhead is very common and is usually worth it. If you refuse to deadhead at all, you may struggle to find consistent loads and end up making little to no money. Smart truckers know that taking some deadhead is the key to unlocking better opportunities. So build strong relationships with brokers. So why broker relationships matter? So many brokers stop posting loads once they find a reliable carrier that'll do it. So if you do a good job, brokers will start reaching out to you directly before they post loads. This means you won't have to compete for freight as often. So there's a few ways to maintain good broker relationships. Never cancel a load because you found a better paying one. This can get you blacklisted. Be on time for all deliveries and communicate with brokers when needed. Be polite. Professionalism goes a long way in this business. And so the refrigerated box truck advantage. Reefer box truck owners have an easier time securing repeat contracts because there's less competition for reefer loads. Brokers prefer working with carriers they trust to handle temperature sensitive freight. So I still have brokers who text me asking if I have reefer box truck capacity in certain states, simply because I built a solid relationship with them. And finally, keep all paperwork for at least 3 to 4 months. So brokers or factoring companies may request additional copies of paperwork even after a load is completed. Factoring payments can sometimes get delayed, so keeping paperwork ensures you get paid. Missing paperwork could mean missing payments, and you don't want that. So the best practice would be to keep all load-related documents for at least 3 to 4 months or until your factoring company confirms payment. So the key takeaways for success are: be flexible. You won't always get home when you want. Have patience. Loads appear sporadically, and waiting can pay off. Accept some deadhead miles. It's part of the industry, and it leads to better opportunities. Build strong broker relationships. It'll save you time and increase your income. And keep your paperwork organized. Losing documents can cost you money. So as I mentioned earlier, I only use one load board, and that is the DAT load board. So I have an exclusive offer for you all. As part of our partnership with DAT, everyone watching this series is eligible for 10% off of their DAT plan for an entire year. So you can use the link tree in the description of this video or on our channel homepage to claim your discount. So I've created a general guide to show you which states are best for finding box truck loads. So it's color coded. Green states are the best states for box truck freight. So these states have the most daily load availability. Yellow states have an average number of box truck loads available, and red states have very few box truck loads, making it difficult to find work. So how do you use this information? If you want to work locally, stick to green states, unless you have final mile contracts or Amazon relay loads. If you work over the road, all non-red areas are worth traveling to, but if you happen to be in a red state, be prepared for deadhead into a better market like a yellow state or a green state. Hi everyone, I hope you're finding this series to be helpful. In the event that you need further assistance, you can book a one-on-one consultation with me by clicking the link tree in the channel bio. You can also visit guidetofreight.com and select the book a consultation option from the menu. I'll let you get back to your video. So unfortunately, DAT doesn't offer specific market tools for box trucks, but you can still use the Market Tools reefer feature as a rough estimate for the reefer box truck market. So if you're self-dispatching, the basic plan should be enough. If you have a premium plan, you can open multiple search tabs to compare full and partial loads. How to search for box truck loads on DAT. So number one, you'll want to select the right equipment type. So choose straight box truck from the equipment menu before adding any other filters. So you can add straight box truck and then reefer, but don't start by adding reefer and then try to add box truck because it won't appear. Number two, choosing full or partial loads. So from the drop-down menu, you can choose either full load, full and partial, or partial load. So full load will be loads that take up most or all of your truck's capacity. Partial loads are smaller shipments that you can combine with other loads. So my tip here is if you have a premium plan, open one search for full and one search for partial in separate tabs. And three, entering truck size and weight limits. So always enter your max length and weight to refine your search. So for example, if your max length is 26 foot, enter 26 foot. If your max weight is 10,000, enter 10,000. So all that will do is show all loads up to 26 foot and 10,000 pounds. So some partial loads will still appear, even if they're only 4 feet and 500 pounds. And some full loads you might find will actually be pretty small, but brokers will list them as full because they require a dedicated delivery. So if you need more guidance, my complete guide to freight dispatching is uploaded for free on this channel. It is 6 hours long and it covers rate negotiation strategies, how to communicate with brokers, paperwork and invoicing, full dispatching, and much more. So if you need a deeper understanding of dispatching, I highly recommend watching that series. If you have any questions, feel free to book a consultation with me using the link tree in the bio. Please like and subscribe to the channel for more insights and visit guidetofreight.com for the latest updates. I'll see you in the next video.